Welcome back to Pink Couch Confessions. This week we are talking internet versus reality. The internet is like a highlight reel, and we find ourselves comparing our lives to a stranger's best 10 to 15 seconds of their life. Do you ever find yourself comparing yourself to the girls who post on social media, who live like a lavish life, who have the best pictures, the best angles? Well, it's all fake. Maybe not fake, but it's all for a picture, and it's all 87 pictures to get one good one. Okay, so to begin, we're going to start about internet versus reality with relationships. I know we all find these little TikTok couples and we just like drool over how amazing their boyfriends are to them or their girlfriends are to them. And they're always going on these great dates, they're always getting flowers. And yes, that can all be real. But what they don't show you is the bad parts of the relationship, which why would they? Um, People who make money doing these kind of things, they don't want you to see the bad. They just want you to see everything that's amazing. And in reality, it is not that. As someone who has personally dated someone up in social media, um, it's fake. It's all for clicks and views. Um, People are not who you see, and I learned that firsthand. And you can sit there and you can look at these people, and you're like, oh, he's amazing. He buys her this and this and that. Um, Maybe, but when you actually meet these people in real life, it's like you immediately get the ick because they're actually not who they say they are. And yeah, okay, so I'll give you a little backstory. When I first met my ex-boyfriend, I looked at his social media and I was like, oh my gosh, like this man is absolutely perfect. Like why is he alone? Like why is he single? Like he's a catch. Everyone else is wrong. Boy, did I learn quickly. Um, People are single for a reason, and some people are stuck in relationships for a reason too. But that's another story. I learned very quickly that he was not who he put out on social media. Um, I won't say, I will never say anything bad about people on here. So that don't get that idea from me saying this. I will just say that you see a completely other side of people. Obviously, he wasn't going to put the bad versions of himself on social media. Obviously not. He wouldn't make money doing that. But he would put these sad, oh, everything's happened to me and I'm all alone, but I'm great. And they do that to make money. And in reality, that's just not true. And I'm not saying that just about him, I'm saying this about everyone. Next is the that girl lifestyle. And when I say that girl, it's the girl you follow on social media who's always doing something fun, always posting everything. She's having 5 a.m. gym, 5 a.m. matchas, then she's out on a boat or whatever. Um, while I hate to say that, I've caught myself living this lifestyle too, and it is not all that. There's been times, and I'm gonna be completely raw and honest here. I remember going on a trip across the country and having $80 to my name. And this was supposed to be a trip that it was a social media trip, and I was going to be doing all these things, and I was like, I just got to get myself there. Um, so yeah, like I've found myself living that, and I never want to put that out to girls. That's key to I'm saying this on this podcast now. I don't want to put that I live the perfect life, because I don't. I have some of the worst days probably of anybody, and I'm not rich. I don't have it all. I don't have it all, and most of these girls don't. And I will say, on the other side of this, the girls who are posting all these things, the things that are given to them. Pretty privilege is very real, and especially depending on where you live. Like Florida, you could take full advantage of that. You could have your life paid for being pretty, and that's just the honest truth. Um, but most of these girls are selling their soul for the things they have, for the trips they go on, for the fun things they do. And if that's the lifestyle you want, that's completely fine. But I never want to put out to younger girls that that's just I have it made and that I'm doing all this stuff. And in reality, I am not living that girl life. So yeah. Okay. Confidence. Reality versus the internet. It is all fake. I can talk a good talk on social media. I know this firsthand for myself, so I know I can say this is very true. Um, Confidence, you can put a lot into a post and you can say all these things and things don't bother you. In reality, it does. I am one of the most insecure people, and I will gladly say that because I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it is a good thing to just walk around thinking that you are perfect. So yeah, I don't think I'm great. But that sense you find girls of this high confidence, they walk into every room assuming that all eyes are on them, and you can live like that. The thing that I feel strongly about is like people commenting on these things, and yeah, we give them that access to comment on our lifestyles and our confidence and what we do. But like people are really mean, and I say that as a girl with a big heart behind the screen. So I can say, oh, that doesn't hurt my feelings. I make money off of it. While I do make money off of people making mean comments, it still does. I won't say everyone because everyone's opinions don't matter, but it still does hurt. Calling someone ugly, making them more insecure about things that they are already insecure about, it it's very heavy. So, I mean, basically, at the end of the day, the internet isn't the problem. It's the fact that we know it's all edited and fake, and we continue to let it sway how we feel about ourselves and others. We know it's fake, but we still allow it to make us feel bad about ourselves. That's the issue. Your real life is messy. It's not perfect. It is not pretty at all times. It is not the 10 to 15-second Instagram reel that you post, and that's okay. You don't have to expect people to assume that you live this aesthetic life 24/7, because in reality, none of us do. But yeah, so if you know me, you know this is my favorite rant to go on of all time. And my whole purpose in my page is I want people to know that real life is just as real as theirs. I don't want people to think just because I have followers, that I live this perfect lifestyle, because I don't. And that is how I like to run my social media. I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, well, you get on there and you talk about your depression, you cry. Yeah, because that's real life. That's what people experience, and that's okay to talk about. And it's okay to post nice things, but at the same time, I just want to keep it as authentic to my life as humanly possible. And so, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this week's, I wouldn't say confession, pink couch confession, but a pink couch rant. And we will see you back here next week on the pink couch.